You hear me preach this all the time, and I know I sound like a broken record, believe me, I know. But we have to keep an eye on the market every week, every day, because things are changing all the time, very frequently in this market. And right now we're seeing a lot more cancellations where the buyers are entering into an agreed upon contract with the seller, and for whatever reason, they're saying, you know what, I'm out. And if they do that within a specific time frame, buyers can back out without being penalized. It's part of the due diligence process when you're buying a property. But why is this happening? Well, the last time we saw this was in the very beginning of COVID, when everyone people were trying to buy homes. COVID became a lot more prevalent, and then the buyers are saying, well, hold on, I don't know if I'm gonna have a job next month. I don't know if my family's gonna be healthy. I'm backing out. And it was a lot easier to back out at that time because no one knew what the heck was going on. So right now, we've of course navigated through that, fairly well, given how things were. But right now we're seeing a real uptick, about 50% more cancellations. So why is it happening right now? Because things are a lot different than a couple years ago. Well, right now, as you've probably heard, interest rates have, I'll say, skyrocketed. They went up very quickly in a short amount of time, and they're still changing week to week right now. So part of the reason why buyers are backing out of deals is because they fell in love with a home and they wanted to buy a home at a certain price point with a certain rate, but over a period of even 1 or 2 weeks, that rate and the affordability therefore for the buyer changed quite drastically, and they had to reassess, and they decided to back out of a deal pretty quickly. A lot of them, the cancellations are due to that. The second part of this, the other side of the coin for this, is buyers are deciding to back out because they have a lot more leverage right now. There are more homes on the market, and buyers might be entering into a contract, and they may have seen 2 or 3 other homes that they really liked. Let's say they get into contract with a seller. All of a sudden, that seller might have a different idea of what's going on. Maybe they think we're in a really, really strong seller's market still, and they're putting their foot down and they're saying, nope, I'm not giving this. You can kick rocks and get out of here. Maybe that's the seller's mindset. And a buyer's perspective right now is, well, hold on. There's a few repairs that need to be done. We found this and no one really knew about the house. So let's work this out, Mr. Seller. And maybe it doesn't work out. And the buyers right now are okay. They're more okay with that because they have, a house down the street or 2 others that they really liked. And so they back out of deal number 1. They get the earnest money back if it's within that time frame, and they go on to the other couple homes that they really, really liked and maybe strike a deal with that seller. So number 1, interest rates are changing, and that affects the buyer's affordability, what they are willing to spend and what they're even able to spend. Number 2, leverage and more negotiating powers on the buyer side in this market. The market is always changing, and that's how it is right now.